Move on to item number 1, discussion and action on measures to mitigate impacts of COVID-19.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm going to provide a brief update related to Sutter County's numbers, and then Ben Moody, Development Services Director, will come up and provide you an update related to outdoor dining. And then the Community Services Director, Brad McIntyre, will come up and provide an update related to community services. So with that, if you recall, the state is monitoring counties for elevated disease transmission, increasing hospitalization, and limited hospital capacity. And right now, Sutter County is on the monitoring list due to the elevated disease transmission. And so if the case rate is greater than 100 per 100,000, or if the case rate is greater than 25 and the positivity is greater than 8%, then you're placed on the monitoring list. And so right now, Sutter County has a case rate of 187.2 per 100,000 and a testing positivity of 10% over the 7-day average. So as of July 20th, we have a total of 539 cases in Sutter County, 4 deceased, and then currently there are 9 hospitalized. If you look here, this should say as of July 20th, the source of infection, you can see a large number of that is contact with known cases, right here. And then a large portion of that is friends, family, or roommates, and then you have coworkers, and then other known source or while providing health care. So again, it's the large majority is related to contact with known cases. And then also as of July 20th, when you look at cases within Sutter County by residents, 416 of those are within Yuba City. Nothing's really changed with city operations in terms of City Hall still open Monday through Friday. Animal Services Tuesday through Saturday, and then the police department is closed to public access. And then all other facilities continue to remain closed to the public with the exception of when they're providing programs at GAP. And with that, I would like to invite Ben Moody up here, please.
Okay, so the outdoor dining policy was definitely taken off this last week and a half with the new order from the public health officer and the governor. And so this policy that we put in place basically in May, it was really timid at that time, and with kind of the unknown. And then now with this new order and the uncertainty of if we're ever going to open back up or what that timeline is, we've seen quite an interest in that outdoor dining policy. So we've pretty much had almost every restaurant inquire or take action to move forward. And so just a few of the restaurants that have moved forward with the outdoor dining policy include the Mall Food Court, Dancing Tomato, IHOP, Linda's, Happy Viking, Two Bits, Los Charros, Midtown, Cool Hand Luke's, Guadalajara, Red Robin, Iguanas, and Applebee's. And we're also working with Casa Lupe, Star of India, Huckleberries, Marcello's, Strings, and not including the existing outdoor dining that was already in place with that's been expanded through Sutter Buttes Brewery, the Lambert House, and then also Sopatai and Justin's Kitchen. And so recently, council also worked with the DB council and city staff worked with the DBA about expanding a promenade type of closure, and they worked through that with the recent change, and Diana will have more feedback on that later on in this meeting. Probably with a site plan. And so with that, really, we've been working, a lot of them are jumping out there and doing the work where we're not interacting with them until after they've already done a certain level. But we understand, we're trying to help with the businesses, get them up and going as soon as we can. And so city staff and fire is working with those businesses to make sure they're safe, they have the accessible path to travel, and they're meeting any sort of food quality and different parameters that are in that. And so really we're trying to keep track of them. We're trying to get a list and then do a site review. And so with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions about it. Let's bring Brad up.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. Just a quick update as it relates to our parks to start with. Just a reminder to our public, Regency Park and Shanghai Garden Park splash pads are open still. They are open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That time seems to be working well with social distancing, which I talked about at a previous council meeting, that being an issue. Playgrounds are still closed, and obviously that will probably be for quite a while. On the recreation side, we have swim lessons that is now in its second week. We currently have 110 participants swimming 30 minutes a day. Staff has done a great job by managing parents and siblings of watching the participants go through those swim lessons with social distancing again and face masks. We did add this week lap swimming, and if anyone is interested in or listening is interested in signing up for lap swim, you can do so at yubacity.net or call Gautier Aquatic Park at 822-4655. There are currently time slots open in the morning from 9 a.m. to 12:30, and what happens is that a participant would rent the lane for approximately 30 minutes to an hour, depending on their choice. And then we also have 4 lanes open in the evening from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. And again, you can register for those online. We will be offering a new session of swim lessons starting next week. It will be our second session. We are anticipating a good turnout as well, and staff will be promoting that as soon as possible. Starting for the first time since the COVID started, we are going to be offering summer camp. We have our first camp starting next week with exactly 9 campers, which is considered a pod for COVID and recommendation by the CDC. It will be provided at Gray Avenue School. Staff has been training and planning as it relates to COVID protocols, and we're looking forward to providing a safe, fun environment and really for the children just to kind of break out a little bit, but safe, be as safe as possible, of course. So I'd gladly entertain any questions at this time.
Through the mayor. Mr. McIntyre, it's my understanding that the city has loaned your services to the Department Operations Center. I want to publicly acknowledge you for taking that on. Perhaps it would be worth the public's knowledge as to exactly how the city of Yuba City is participating with the dock.
Sure. So in the format that I'm participating in right now, it's really to replace Dr. Rice. Dr. Rice is running the DOC, and he reports directly to Dr. Liu. Dr. Rice has been working since the middle of March, pretty much 7 days a week, and he has a cell phone that is connected to, and people are reaching out to him on a continuous basis. And really what the group that we're overseeing and that I'm a part of right now is tracing, which, as people are aware of, they are a little behind. They've been in the process of hiring. They hired and brought on 6 last week, and I believe 5 or 4 more got trained as well of this week. So that's what I'm doing. To be quite honest, I'm learning as I go as well. I am not a doctor. Just want to make that clear to everybody. But no, I'm enjoying it, and I think there are a lot of people that have been working very hard that kind of needs a break, because this is, as I say it to my friends and family, this is going to be, and it's looking like it's going to be a marathon. It's not going to be a sprint. So, thank you.
And just confirming that's okay. Just real quick, even though we don't have any questions, that doesn't mean we're not behind you, and appreciate everything you do. Is reason we don't have questions because we talk every day just about all these things, and we're very well versed. But it's important for the public to hear what you folks are doing, which is a result of a lot of work behind the scenes with you and your staff, and we really appreciate it. So, do we have any public comment on item number 1?
There is one from Thomas Burns, but all that it says is public comment. There's nothing else behind it. So